Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 23 Parma Career Mode. And this is going to be another big episode for this early career mode. Again, we are pretty much heading towards the January transfer window. Again, so far our season has been tremendous, has been one of the best, first start of the season I ever had with any of the career mode before. I mean, having that much of a success. I believe we only lost one game and drew two games. We're still in the in the cup competition, and more importantly, we're still currently at first in the league, which is again a very good start. And based on that, you don't know, or at least I don't quite know where I can improve the squad at. I mean, the only thing that I'm sure we're gonna get promoted at this point. I mean, I believe the last time we checked, we are at least 9 points away. I mean, 9 points ahead of the second place team. And of course, the only thing that at least I feel anxious about, or at least I deep down inside do care about, it's the cup competition again. That competition is pretty much playing against the big boys. But so far, we don't really face any of the big boys so far just yet. But we will see alongside in the competition. We pretty much playing a cup game later on in this episode. Again, it's not very frequent in the Italian league where you know the cup game kind of spread in between fixtures quite a bit. So you probably play once, or once in every 2 months in terms of the cup competition. So it's not quite of a conventional one, especially next season. I mean, predicting or assuming that we're going to get promoted. Uh, we're still having two competition there. So I'm sure based on the team that we have, I'm quite confident that we might be able to finish up top six or top seven, potentially qualifying for a European league or European competition by the end, or by the start of this, or by the end of the second season actually. So looking at the squad right now, I mean the squad looks perfectly fine to me. A lot of players did went up quite a bit, improving the squad a little by little. Of course, a May right there, our number 12 center back. I believe he's the youngest player in the team so far. Went up by three compared to when I first signed him. But of course, the biggest topic we have is pretty much Baldanzi again. This player only went up by two, but based on his form, this guy has been amazing for us so far this season. I don't know how many goals he has scored, but definitely a lot. Definitely a lot, to the point where we all view him as pretty much the savior of this team at the moment. Pellegrini, a lot of people might not be talking much about him. I mean, the fact that he's been pretty much overshadowed by Baldanzi, but we cannot neglect what Pellegrini has done for us, to be honest. But right here, we're looking to sign for a Y midfielder. I've been thinking about this for a while. Currently, we're at four. I mean, was it Senimakia, I believe, one of our loaner. We loaned him from somewhere else. Again, at one point, I don't quite like loan player, because they're not yours at the end of the season. But we gone for Odai, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Brian Odai, a right midfielder similar to Bukayo Saka profile, can cut back inside, becoming an inverted player. Again, he'll be wearing that number 7. And the second player, or the second position that I'm looking for to recruit, is pretty much Cesar Casady right here. Again, this is going to be a very controversial one, to decide to send Bonfatti to Reading. It's not a very conventional one. It's a very special case, to be honest. I mean, it's fair to say Bonfatti, I don't think he has made any impact to the squad. I know he went out injured for 3 months after the first game. But more importantly, down the line of the career mode, down the line of this season, I believe we need to strengthen more in the midfield area. Yeah, I know we have experienced midfielders in the squad right now, but at the moment, I just don't quite see having 3 strikers there at the moment. Of course, Antonucci, one of our central attacking midfielders, perhaps the backup of Baldanzi, can also play as a central forward area. So in case if knock on wood, if Pellegrini is injured, or Tuccini is injured. At least I have Antonucci at the moment. So right there, second signing for Cesar Casade. Hopefully I pronounced the right name, but here we go. Two signings are already made right there. I believe both of them have the the showing great potential tag, but I'm not quite seeing it, and I refuse to believe Brian O'Dai is going to be that type of player who is going to reach not 85 plus. I don't know, but we will have to see. And we received a few more transfer offer. Actually, one of them is for our backup right back. I mean, very good value, 4.6. I can probably ask for 5 million, but right now I really can't really find a replacement at the moment. So I pretty much decided to not sign the player, to be honest. I mean, I'm not letting the player go. We need good depth at the back as well. And I've been thinking about adding another player in the fullback area. Yes, we have two on each side, but what happened if one player got injured? Then it's going to be tough. I don't want to switch to three at the back. I was thinking about that at one point, but I felt like I did it with Brighton with three at the back or five at the back. Pretty much very similar stuff. I don't want to do the same formation again. I mean, the fact that playing 4-5-1 once again for a while, it feels very, very nice. I mean, this is pretty much, I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys have been growing up playing with this formation. I mean, once I was playing with, 5-2-1-2 formation throughout the whole Brighton career mode, it just feels so nice to play in the four at the back with five in the middle, two wingers. I think that's the thing. Playing wingers in the team, playing wingers in the career mode is so underrated at times, and right now I just do enjoy having wingers in the team, or wide midfielders, whatever you want to say it. And we're through to the next round, I believe, round of 16 in the league game, or in the League Cup, and right now focusing on the league once again. League B, or is it League B or League 2 or something like that. At home this time. Back to our favorite ground. 5 minutes in, here comes Boldansi to Syria on the right-hand side. Back in the middle, and what a great finish right there. Boldansi getting the ball back around the corner area and just bends that one to the top or far left corner for the first goal. And later on, we have another attack. Sandy Makia cross it in, but it hits one of the defender, ricocheted off the defender for an own goal. And just like that, we're cruising the game. 27 minutes in, already 2-0 later on. Boldansi getting the ball back to Syria on the right-hand side. And what a great finish. Look at that one. Calm as you like. Later on, 29 minutes in, we're not done. Antonucci coming on for Boldansi. And, of course, scoring a beautiful goal. Bottom right corner. 4-0 in the game. Looking amazing for us so far. I mean, right now, it's just, there's a lot of signs we have already won the game already. And later on, Anatonucci, is it Anatonucci? Score amazing goal. Long range, powerful shot. You gotta look at the replay once again. I mean, this is the stuff that, I just do enjoy, getting the ball right outside the box. Nobody trying to mark you or having the effort to mark you. And just go for R1, L1, square, or whatever your shooting button is, and just slams that one behind the net for the final goal, I believe so. Later on 21st of January, again, the January transfer window is moving quite fast, but we've pretty much done what we need to do in the window so far. So Odai coming on as well, and Casade coming on as well on the right-hand side. Again, in terms of the rating, of course, they are not as high compared to Sandy Makia, and also to whoever's playing on the right hand side, I believe Grassi. But again, I just want to develop young players. Boldansi scoring the first goal. Good cross by Sierra on the left hand side, and of course Sierra is not quite playing at the inverted row. He's left-footed, but again, I think playing him with that, feature on, it's just amazing. I mean, left-footed, he has a 4-star weak foot as well, but having his left foot crossing in the middle is always, you don't always have to play inverted side for both wingers. Sometimes you can just switch things up, playing one of your wide midfielders as an inverted player, the other one as just a wide player. And Parma 2-1 so far. Later on, Pellegrini scoring another goal. Goalkeeper, very questionable goalkeeping right there. Straight at him, but just somehow butter hand right there. 85 minutes in, Muru crossing into Sandy Makia. I believe this is the second goal he scored after coming back from an injury. 4-1 was the final score, and we are moving on pretty much to the next game, I believe. So we still have one more game to go against Bergamo. I need to search that up because I didn't know what team it was. I thought it was Juventus, but then I realized they did have the license. I mean, hence I played the Brighton Carimo. I did play against Juventus. So this one turns out to be Atalanta. Little do I know. I mean, when you look at the squad, it looks more of Atalanta color. And yeah, against a big boy. This is the big boy. This is one of the games that I've been looking forward to, especially when you're playing against one of the big boys and you're kind of putting yourself a little bit more of a challenge. Atalanta actually got a red card very early on, so we are using that as an advantage. Tino coming on, replacing Pellegrini, scoring an amazing solo goal, and later on 56 minutes in, here comes Tino, seeing Sierra right here, but another finish right there. I mean, that is the beautiful finish that I have been wanting from one of my wide midfielders. Later on, 69 minutes in, they got one back. Lookman, who remember Lookman? I mean, I had him in the Fulham career mode. It's great to see another familiar face back in the career mode again, whether I'm using them or not. But looking at the league table, everybody, we still have 15 more games to go. But 15 more games to go. Yeah, 15 more games to go. But the thing is, we are 15 points ahead, which means that if you do the math correctly, we just need to win, hopefully 10 more, maybe less than that, in order to crown as champion early. So I don't have to, and I can focus on the cup competition. I believe we can probably head into the semi-final in the cup. But we will have to see. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.